Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a simple zombie look for Halloween. So go ahead and start out with using a liquid foundation that matches your skin tone, and heavy to medium coverage would be best for this look. And you're going to go ahead and apply it all over your face as you normally would. Next, you're going to take either a white grease paint or a white cream eyeshadow, and you are going to apply that to all of the high points of your face, including your lips. Go ahead and take a concealer brush or a flat eyeshadow brush, and you're going to blend that into the foundation. And this is just adding a more pale effect to the skin to add more of a dead appearance. Alright, now that you're all finished with that, go ahead and take a big fluffy brush, and you're going to set the foundation with a translucent powder. You could use powder with pigment as long as it is pale or white, but I just used translucent for this look. Okay, next you're going to take eyelash adhesive, and you're going to apply this in small patches on one side of your face. And we are using this in place of spirit gum or liquid latex, which a lot of tutorials use for Halloween looks to apply fake skin. But eyelash adhesive is readily available year-round in more locations and works nearly just as well. So once you've applied that to your face, you're going to go ahead and get a thin layer of toilet paper or napkin and kind of rip it into a jagged shape, and you're going to apply that right over top of your eyelash adhesive. This is going to add a dry, flaky skin look. And it's okay if you have jagged edges or little pieces sticking out. That'll just look more like pieces of your skin that have been shredded up. Once you have those on, you're going to go ahead and take the same foundation that you used before, and you're going to apply that around the edges of the napkin to blend it in with your real skin. Now you're going to need actually quite a bit of foundation for this because the napkins or toilet paper soak up a lot of liquid, so you're going to need quite a bit. Alright, now once you're done with that, you're going to take that same brush that you just used, and I'm using a color correcting concealer wheel. The green is for blemishes, but I'm just going to use that green to add discoloration to her skin to add more of a rotted or decayed look. So go ahead and just stipple that around the wounds or just on that side of the face to kind of give it more of a dead look. And then once you're done with that, go ahead and finish off that whole area with the translucent powder. And the reason that we applied the eyelash glue and the wounds over top of already placed foundation is it will make the removal process much easier. Okay, now you're going to take some Vaseline, and you're going to place that on the inside of your fake wound. And this is going to make applying eyeshadow to that area much easier, and it's going to give it more of a raw flesh kind of look. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and take a burgundy colored eyeshadow and go ahead and apply that on the inside of your fake wound over top of the Vaseline. And we're using a burgundy color. We don't want it to necessarily look like blood. We want it to look like flesh was ripped off and what's underneath is raw skin. And so that's why we're using a pinkish color. And then go ahead and take a charcoal or gray color and just kind of add that around the edges to give more of a rotted look. Then you're going to take a dark brown contour shade and you're going to heavily contour your cheekbones to give it a really sunken in look, like your skin is clinging to your bones. And go ahead and do this to both sides. Make sure you blend it really well though. You don't want any harsh lines, especially if you're working with a dark color. Okay, now I'm going to take a jumbo pencil from NYX. It's a dark gray color, and I'm going to apply this all over her eyelids and underneath her eyes. And we're using this as a base for some eyeshadow color. You can just messily apply it because we're going to blend it out. Alright, go ahead and take the concealer brush that you've been using. And you're just going to use that and blend that color up from the lash line. It's okay if there's still some concealer on it, it'll blend it better. What we're doing is creating a sunken in eye. And whatever's left over on that brush, you can just apply that over to the lips to pale them out or gray them out. Go ahead and go right back in with that same dark slate gray eyeshadow that we used on the wounds. And you're going to apply that to the whole eye area where you put the jumbo pencil. And also bring it down the side of the nose for some contouring. Now I'm just going to go in with a red lip gloss. You could use fake blood too if that's what you choose. And I'm just going to add a drip of blood from the corner of her mouth. Don't be afraid to glop it on. And then I'm just adding just a little bit to the red part of her wounds. Now I'm going to add another little patch of eyelash adhesive to the other side of her face. And I'm just going to let it dry just a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with a tiny detail brush and add contouring to the bottom of her lip and the corners of her mouth. And just around all like the small areas you would contour around the bottom of her nose, and just add a little more into her eyes to add the sunken in kind of depth to it. And across the bridge of her nose, kind of like a frown line, and just blending that out. Now I'm going to go back with Vaseline, and I'm going to put that in the same area where the eyelash adhesive is, and I'm going to put that there to add more of a sticky surface to apply our next patch of skin. And go ahead and apply a thin layer of napkin or toilet paper again. And this is just going to be a kind of rotten piece of skin. We're not going to add this one as a wound. And then go ahead and go back in with the foundation we used at the beginning and cover the whole entire piece. Make sure you blend the edges into the foundation so it looks like it's part of your skin. Alright, and to finish it off, I'm just going to dab on her face a little bit of brown powder. And then your look is complete. There's a pretty simple variation of a zombie. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.